How's it going, y'all? This is Drake Dark Fox. I just want to do a quick little rant slash review thing. Um, First things first. Yes, I. Hopefully, I can edit this later. First things first. I. This is about Windows 10 to Windows 8 to Windows 7 to Windows XP. For a bunch of you that don't know, there's been a lot of huge upgrades. I'm pretty sure you noticed. It's a little thing that's kind of noticeable, and a lot of people have actually been arguing about constantly. Um, Personally, I have no big issue with all the different changes between XP 7, 8, and 10. Pretty sure you noticed there, I'm not mentioning the Devil Child, Windows Vista. With all that, the Win 7 was by far one of my favorite. Reason why behind Win 7 being one of my favorites is because it came with the newly upgraded software for administrative charges on a computer, as well as some better security than Vista or XP did. Because in the past in XP, you could easily just crack the password and get on through with administrative charges if the person didn't set up their administrative account right. And then in turn, there's Windows 7. Windows 7 made it to where if you also still set up the administrative account, you're good to go as long as it's password protected and whatnot. Unless you're like about a million to, no, I'll go and change that to about 90% of the world that didn't set up an administrative password, or they did, but it's their primary account, so it kind of makes it pointless. But getting off track. Whenever Windows 7 was made, there was such a huge advancement in technology and the drives and the graphics and everything got kind of like revamped to everything got better. I just noticed my camera's really close. But they upgraded everything, they got everything good to go, and it released. Granted, yes, there was Vista. Vista was the Devil Child. Reason why it was the Devil Child is because there's 50 million lines of code inside a Windows operating system. You kind of expect something to break and malfunction sooner or later. But Windows 7 was like the very first important step on A, securing your computer, and B, giving your customers what they want. Then Windows goes, hey, we're going to go with the actual mass majority on this. We're going to go with touchscreen, which, God, that was the worst idea ever in Windows 8. Like, why? Not even just Windows 8. Windows 7 was also touchscreen. But why would you go touchscreen? That is an atrocity. For one thing, fingerprints all over your screen, I can't do it. Yeah, can't do it. If it was a tablet, yeah, I could actually mess with the tablet and touch it all over. No big deal. But then in turn, there's the Windows 8 touchscreen where it made it to where it had apps everywhere, and you could actually touch those and mess with your system that way. The one thing I didn't like about Windows 8 was that they took away the ease of access of running a DVD. Granted, yes, they actually fixed it. They changed it up a little bit better to where they actually made it to where you could actually get other programs like AVI, DIVX, so on and so forth. But with all that, it made it to where it was a little more steady. And the reason why I hate touchscreen more than anything, number one reason why I hate touchscreen more than anything, I had a roommate. Roommate had a kid, and the kid grew up on a Windows 8 machine. With that knowledge of how Windows 8, well, not a machine, a laptop, to put it more exact. With that, the little kid started messing with her mom's tablet and whatnot, no big deal. And then in turn, started thinking every computer screen or everything that had a Windows 8 style to it was a Windows 8 touchscreen, which then turned into a huge issue because Me and my friend were playing in my living room. Pretty sure if you've watched my videos, if you follow me at all, if you watch my stream, whatever, even though there's very little amount of people that actually watch me. But if you actually watch my previous videos, you'll see in some of my old videos, there's a guy sitting behind me playing games on a big TV. His TV is just a 56 inch, 4K enabled. It's pretty much almost a giant monitor at that point, that if he went to 4K, it would just lose all the ability to do actually more than 60 frames per second. But that's all his TV could do was 60 frames, so whatever. But he was playing on his computer on that screen, and whenever he was playing his games on his TV, the kid thought that, hey, this is a touchscreen. Oh, it's bigger. It must require more pressure. The kid winds up rearing back her hand and smacking the shit out of the TV, to where I just heard a giant. With that, it made it to where it just, like me, I threw my headset down. I was like, what the heck is that? Turned around. She reared back again and smacked the TV. And you hear me and my roommate go, whoa, 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 whoa. Daddy! She comes running on out, and she's like, what? She thinks Sans TV's a touchscreen. She goes off on her child and trying to correct her and trying to tell her, hey, this is not a touchscreen, so on and so forth. But still, it happens again and again and again and again, because the kid still doesn't. It's a kid. What do you expect? It's gonna happen. A kid isn't gonna fully process everything when they're only 3-4 years old. Yeah, 4 years old. Sorry, she turned 4 when we were there. But she wound up smacking the screen and everything, and it just happened over and over again, like maybe once or twice a month, maybe. There was a string of months where like it was fine and nothing happened, but still it's normal. It's a kid. What do you expect? But that's one of my big reasons why I don't like touchscreens, because it takes away the actual tactile controls necessary to operate a computer, a keyboard and a mouse, and changes it to where a 3-year-old can operate it, which that's a great thing for keeping your kid busy. But personally, I think that kids should actually do physical things with their parents. But granted, I know there's a lot of parents that are busy, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. I know. I'm just saying, I would like to see more people outside playing and having fun instead, like how I did when I was growing up. Granted, I'm an indoor shut-in introvert, to where I played PlayStation and whatnot also. But I also went outside and played, what was it, me and my dad, we got throwing stars when I was a kid. And I was like, 4, 5 years old? Play with throwing stars, play with the grass, play with the dirt. Shoot, I would rip the grass up out of the ground and mess with it. I was one of those kids. Where parents turn and look at you going, is that kid okay? Is he mentally stable? And all my parents would go is eh. But anyways, I really don't know what parents would say. But there's always that issue where, like, there's advanced technology. Parents are getting afraid of letting the kids go outside. There's all that other crap. Anyways, back on track. Then there's Windows 10. By the way, did Microsoft completely forget how to count here, or was Windows 9 a test component, or was it just like, hey, we're going to make another Windows Vista, but we're not going to release it. We're just going to name it Windows 9 and hide it away. I mean, I don't know how they process that, why it goes from 8 to 10. I don't see how that works, but whatever. I could do more research and actually find out. I'll probably do research later on to find out. But Windows 10, like, I like the process. I like the programs. They're working all perfectly fine. Issue I'm having with it is, like, sometimes there would be, like, issues whenever I'm actually running a program and they'd be hiccuping the whole way through. And I'm running straight from a DVD. Yes, I'm running a DVD inside of a computer. Don't I like DVDs. I have a lot of them. But I would run a DVD and it would continue to skip. It would continue to pause in certain parts. Like sometimes the sound would continue, the picture would freeze, and then it would continue. Well, I tried looking for like a Windows video, Windows media player, whatnot, how it was in 7. Obviously not there. And then I started trying VLC. Still skips. I tried DivX. Still skips. If you know any other programs out there, please recommend them to me, because I don't know. Because I looked for, what was it, about a few hours just to try to figure out where I, like, what program I need to make sure I can play my DVD without it skipping. But then I played it in a DVD player or a PlayStation or an Xbox, and it works just fine. So that's why I'm always confused about why it would continue to skip. But with that, that's my major issue with Windows 10. Outside of that, Windows 10 is running phenomenally. I don't like the auto updates. The auto updates are kind of annoying, especially when my computer turns on randomly in the middle of the night. That really irks me. Because I come into my living room and I see a blue light coming off my computer randomly on. But other than that, it's no big deal. So with all that, it's what irks me the most. But other than that, I don't see any other issues. I mean, it's compatible. It's backwards compatible with Windows 7 and Windows 8 items. I think Windows XP, you need to download a converter. It might run. I don't know. I haven't tried any Windows XP game. If you know how Windows XP games run, please tell me. I would like to know, because I have a couple of them back home, not up here where I'm living at. But yeah, if you have any other ideas, questions, whatnot, I would sure like to know more about it. I would like to be able to research more, and be able to learn more about what irks y'all. What makes y'all like and dislike the different Windows versions? Because, I mean, I started on Windows DOS. Granted, not as old as some people have started, but Windows DOS was awesome. But yeah, if y'all have any other comments, please leave a comment down below. If you like the video, it's all good. This is Drake Dark Fox, signing off. Y'all have a good day.